I'm glad you've been my friend for all this time. Yeah. You've always been there for me whenever I was sad. Okay. And for all these years, since the time I was... Are we gonna kiss or something? Every kid's imagination is wild. I'm not gonna go and say, "Hey guys, welcome back to Sassy Ass 997, and today I'm gonna talk to you about how crazy my imagination is." Now, my imagination of the Declaration, Salutation of the Constipation of the Noodle Nation is way crazier than anyone else's. No, it's not! Whenever I didn't have anyone to play with, I always had someone there to do stuff with. My imaginary friend was, drumroll, pumpkin pie. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even like pumpkin pie. But that's who he is, that's who he am, to the P, to the U, to the M, to the P, to the K, to the I, to the N, to the P, to the I, to the E! It's Pumpkin P. Now, how I always envisioned him was, well, me, but with a cowboy hat. And I would always go on awesome adventures with my friendly, fabulous, faithful, fancy, fearless, fierce, first friend. Yarr! Mateys, get your swashbuckles, peg legs, starboard side with the cannonballs on the boat with king chick on the poop deck, and get your treasures and sail the seas on this vessel with a double decks, and I have no clue what I'm talking about. Now, obviously, other people knew I had an imaginary friend, one of which was my grandma, who would always follow the story of me and pumpkin pie. I even would dress up like him, put on a cowboy hat, and have it so pumpkin pie would talk to her. One day, I was outside by myself with pumpkin pie, and we started doing dares, even though it was one person. Eventually, he dared me to, basically break into my neighbor's house. Parents, this is why you should watch your kids always. I walked on over and, a knock knock, who's at the door? Oh, look!
A child.
I don't remember all the details, but I'm pretty sure I just waltzed around the house for like 10 minutes and left because I was bored. And eventually, when my mom came to find me, wherever I ended up, I blamed it on pumpkin pie. And my mom gave him a timeout, and I was home free. No, I got in trouble. Now, obviously, I didn't have an imaginary friend my entire life, so at one point, I eventually had to, part ways. Now, when I was around 8, I made it so Pumpkin Pie and his family had moved to Puerto Rico. I remember the day I made up he left. I was just in a breakdown all day for an imaginary friend. Now, keep in mind at the time, I obviously didn't have access to a phone or a device like that, but I did have a Play laptop that I would chat with him on. I don't even know how I knew that was even possible at age 2. But a few years later, when I was a bit more mature, I'm just kidding, but eventually, I killed him off. I killed off my imaginary friend. The story was that since he lived in Puerto Rico, he died from a hurricane. You're out! I need help!
We are gathered here today to remember the life of Pie Pumpkin. He was so young, and he had a cowboy hat.
But it's fine, because I have friends now.
Grandma shark doo 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 doo, Grandma shark doo 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 doo, Grandma shark doo 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 doo, Grandma shark.